What's going on YouTube? This is yours truly, Dre the Plug, reporting live with some more technical heat. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button below. Make sure y'all hit that bell below so y'all can stay notified every single time I drop new technical heat. But let's get into it, man. Let's jump right back into these interviews. I just finished a whole bunch of sponsorship product videos, so definitely go check all of those out. Some of them I never even seen in person, so I thought it was really dope. And then on top of that, also did a couple of electronic projects, so definitely go check out those previous videos I did. But now I'm about to jump right back into my interview videos where I interview different people all across the country. Let's get into it. Roll the clip.
Hi everyone, my name is larahuapaya. I am a research and development engineer in the aerospace industry. I went to school for material science and engineering at the University of Connecticut. And outside of work, I love to travel. I love to create content on social media and also do some life coaching on the side to help other people step into their power and create a life that they love to live. On the side, I also love to learn about real estate investing, and I got into it right out of college. So I'm really excited to talk here and answer any questions.
All right, Laura, so what got you into technology in the aerospace industry?
So as I mentioned, I went to school for material science and engineering, and I also love to travel. In all honesty, I got into engineering as a bit of an accident because I went into college as a civil engineer, and I did a summer program for underrepresented people and minorities, and that's when I got exposed to material science and engineering, and I realized that everything around us is made out of a certain type of material, or like we're always going to need to understand how materials work to develop technology. And I also love traveling, and I've always loved and been fascinated by airplanes. So being able to combine both of those and get a job in the aerospace industry as a research and development engineer and work on developing new technologies, coming up with new innovations was something that really fascinated me. And it was all kind of just morphing as I went. I didn't really expect that to be my goal when I was in college, but that's what it turned out into being as I continued to learn and grow. And that's how I got into developing new technology in the aerospace industry.
All right, Laura, so what do you feel is the biggest benefit in this field?
The biggest benefit, I would say, so far, it has been the different projects that I've gotten myself into, or that I've been able to contribute to. Being part of an R&D team is really, it's really fun, I would say, because you get to work on something different every time. Like no project is ever the same. And I think that's something that is also applicable to multiple engineering fields. But as of right now, even though my background is on material science and engineering, I get to touch or work on or help develop different technologies outside of what I went to school for. Sometimes it feels like I have no niche, but at the same time, I think not having a niche is what my expertise is on. I'm able to really learn different technologies and pick up new innovations quickly, so I get to be exposed to so many different innovations out there in the industry. And I would say another huge benefit has been the amount of subject matter experts that I've been able to connect with and learn from. That I would say is one of the biggest I would say that is one of the biggest perks of being in such a big industry. You get to really work with people who have been in it for so long, and you get to learn so much about things that they don't teach you in school, or you aren't going to pick up from a textbook or in a classroom or in a lab, because they're the experience and they're the people that you have to learn from to continue coming up with new innovations.
What's something that you did not expect jumping into aerospace?
Something I did not expect is the amount of time that it takes to develop and implement and certify a new technology to get it actually flying on an airplane. Whether it's hardware or software, there are a lot of hoops that a technology needs to jump through, or technology readiness levels that we need to make sure it passes before we are actually going to see it flying on an airplane. And to me, it was very surprising or kind of shocking, because coming from doing research at a university or, doing R&D, having an R&D focus, I was so excited to get on the technology, make it happen, like actually make it come to life and seeing on an airplane. But it usually takes longer than expected. Even if it's like a popular topic or something that the world needs right now or the industry needs right now, it obviously takes priority, but it's still like, it takes a long time for things to move forward or actually get certified and get on an airplane. That is also one of my goals in the industry, is just like, be there long enough to take something from like 0 to 1 and take something from such a small research and development level to actually seeing on the airplane. So it's both like good and exciting, or good and bad, but I'm looking forward to being in the industry long enough to see it happen.
All right, Laura, so what's some advice that you would give to a young woman engineer going into her freshman year of college, probably just now graduating high school? What's some advice you would give to her?
A piece of advice that I would give to a younger student or someone who's still like in college is to be patient with your journey as an engineer. Something that I like to remind people is that your degree isn't necessarily your career. There are so many ways that you're gonna pivot and unfold as years go by, that you're gonna run into challenges, because engineering is a challenging career, but also very rewarding. So attaching yourself to maybe your degree or that one piece of the puzzle that you're experiencing in college isn't worth like leaving the field. I feel like one of the main challenges that we see as women in engineering is the retention rate. There are a lot of women that end up leaving the field, maybe because they just don't have the right mentorship available to them. So that is also one of the reasons why a friend and I started a podcast for women in engineering. It's called Gals Chat by Engineering Gals, and you can find it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and it's just a way for you to connect with more women in different industries, because again, no engineering career looks the same. No engineering job is the same. We are problem solvers. We get a job, or we go to a company to help them solve problems and come up with new ideas, new solutions. And, as long as you know that you're capable of learning, know that you have a place in the engineering world or in the field of STEM and innovation, because your thoughts and ideas are valuable. So don't worry when things get hard, when things get challenging. Focus on your confidence in learning, and you'll come out like the other side and be successful. And, always form a good community around you, because a supportive community can make a huge difference. And to that, I learned to go to social media and create a strong network that, is also always, that is all. Oh my God, I can't talk. That is always very helpful in your overall journey.
All right, Laura, so what drew you into your side hustles?
Okay, so I would say that side hustles is probably one of my favorite concepts, or I feel like recently the popularity of side hustles has definitely grown and become more popular. And that has been so enlightening to me, because I'm a very multi-passionate human being. So when you ask me what drew me to my side hustles, I think it just came from exploring different parts of myself and everything that makes me who I am outside of my engineering career, because I'm someone who believes that your career or your job isn't your full identity. There's so much more to you. And I mean, to people who, that's their identity, then that's a beautiful thing for them. But I know for me, there's so many things that I want to explore and try out and learn. But my main side hustle, that is content creator or travel blogging, came from my love for traveling and sharing my experiences and getting other people out of their comfort zone. Traveling helped me grow so much that I see other people wanting to do the same, and I really want to help them get out there and exploring the world, meet new friends, get new perspectives. That's probably my favorite part about traveling, is picking other people's brains and learning about their experiences from different countries and cultures. But that's I learned from a friend who, you know, was doing content creation full time, and I knew there was something that I wanted to do part time. So that's one of my side hustles, and being able to monetize something that I love to do on the side has been a huge perk for my financial independence journey. I would say maybe that journey itself is also a great side hustle to have for as a young person, because being financially independent is something that I like to advocate for so many people. It frees up your time, and that drew me to life coaching, which is another side hustle that I like to offer to people who follow me on social media or other who come across my services through different platforms, is being able to sit down with them and one-on-one and coach them through, you know, life strategy, come up with a strategy plan to create and design a lifestyle that fulfills them, makes them happy, inspires them, and not like doesn't lead them to burning out. We are constantly burning out from, you know, societal responsibilities that I want to, you know, remove as many blocks as possible for people and help them like live their best life honestly, and take radical accountability for their time and their actions. So I would say those are my two main side hustles. Podcasting was another side hustle that I was able to do with a friend. And I would say my next side hustle is going to be real estate investing. I got into it when I was in college, my senior year of college, and after graduation, I was able to purchase my first property and do some house hacking. So that was really fun, and I can't wait to, you know, get more into it and get one or two or more Airbnbs to offer to other fellow travelers. So we'll see what other side hustles come up, but I love it. I love being able to expand myself in all these different areas and, you know, become a better version of myself while doing it and being more fulfilled. So thanks for asking.
All right, Laura, so as we close it out, can you go ahead and just give the people your contact information so they can reach out to you, know, about the life coaching, about the material engineering, and lastly about real estate?
Yes, of course. So you can find me online, mainly Instagram at larahuapaya. My blog is www.hellodaydreamers.com, and my LinkedIn is also at larahuapaya. You can connect with me there for career stuff. On Instagram, I'm mostly responsive for, you know, travel and lifestyle stuff, and then all of my resources are available on my blog.
And that concludes this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. It really do help my channel when it comes down to the YouTube algorithm. If you guys have any questions regarding anything, just hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on the gram at DreThePlug123. And then also go check out my other YouTube channel. This is actually my second channel. My first one was called Andre ClassicCuts. I basically go in and give tutorials about all types of different haircuts. I actually show people how to do different type of things with the clippers that has never been done, and I pretty much go into detail as to why certain things happen. So definitely go check out that channel. Besides that, be on the lookout for my next content that's dropping. Be on the lookout for it because it's coming real soon. And I'm out.